People suck. And processes too. Well, of course, it's a bit more complicated than this, but I want to share my 2 cents and what to think about when trying to improve processes in your work. And that applies whether you manage a team or you just work in a team. If you don't know who I am, I'm Will. I work in tech and I build businesses on the side. And I document my journey, and if you can get value from this, then it's awesome. There's a simple idea that I want to share, and then I want to dive deeper into what this means. People plus processes equals success. Now, don't run off right now. I know it sounds a bit bland, but there's truth in that. Now, let's give back to Caesar's what is Caesar's. This quote is from the book Product Management for the Unofficial Product Manager. I'm sure someone else mentioned this idea before, but it is simple and true, so that's enough for me. Now, I'm not going to describe what's written exactly in the book, so let me just put my take on this idea. First of all, it's a reminder. If anything, this rule gets you to not forget either the process or the people. Depending on their background, folks are either process-focused or people-focused. Especially in tech, where I work, people with an engineering background and flavor can be a bit too fond of processes, and I'm guilty of it myself. Now, what does that actually mean in the field? Well, the first kind, the people-focusers, we can call them, they believe in people, which is awesome, but they don't provide enough structure to those people. When you delegate a task or project to someone, you need to adjust the level of structure you provide. Someone who has done a similar project 10 times in their career should be comfortable, but someone who has never done this task will need structure. It's a mistake to believe they'll be able to figure it out. It's unfair to them, and it also poses a risk to the system and the business. Now let's talk about the other kind, the process fans. Now those folks tend to have less trust in people and try to automate as much as possible. Now automation is great, don't get me wrong. Yet the pitfall here can be to treat humans as cogs in a machine, wasting humans' creativity and spirit. Let's talk about the solution now, and we'll divide the solution in 2 parts. First, let's talk about how you should discuss the process with the people. Now, we need to be reminded more than we need to be taught. This is why the solution feels very simple. It's because it is. Yet people don't do it enough. If you're managing people directly or indirectly, you must make sure you discuss the process with the people working in them. Now, what does this look like? It's pretty simple. You bring together a meeting with the people working in this process. You can also do it through one-on-one meetings, although of course it'll be more time-consuming. In those meetings, you define 3 things. First of all, how is the process laid out right now, if there is any process? Second of all, what are the main issues in this process? Most of the time, the people working in the process will be comfortable pointing out those issues. Third of all, does anyone have any solution to address those issues? Now, we're not looking for silver bullet solutions here. We're looking for bright spots. Bright spots are simple ideas that the people working the process have come up with. Those can either be workarounds or quick wins, which are easy to put in place. Let's talk about the second part of the solution. You design the solution and you offer it to the people. Now, don't go off and put in place the solution right then and there after you've discussed with the people. Spend some time designing the solution. This can mean 2 things. It can be either to draft the potential changes to the processes, or it can mean to design mockups for the new or updated tools that you'll be using. First of all, this helps you put down your thoughts. Chances are you have a lot because you're a problem solver. Second of all, this lets the users be involved in the design process. This simple act will increase their adoption of the improved process. When showing the solution, make sure people are open to criticize it. None of their feedback is personal. What you want to avoid at all costs is people not providing feedback because they don't want to offend you. With their feedback in, update the design of the solution and submit it again for their review. If the updates are minor, it's not necessary to do a whole new meeting. Let's recap. Again, the central idea here is people plus process equals success. Let's try to not be stubborn for one side or the other. You need both to work in tandem to make awesome results. To summarize the steps that you should follow, discuss the current process with the people, design the solution, submit the design to the users, update the solution and submit to the users as many times as necessary. And then, when you're happy with the design, you implement the solution. If you want to learn more, go read Product Management for the Unofficial Product Manager. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.